At SRMUN, division of the question is meant to highlight a section of the document, not to destroy it. Division of the question has two parts. First, a procedural vote whether to divide out a clause or clauses, which includes 2 speakers for and 2 speakers against, followed by a simple majority vote.
We are currently in voting procedures and will now consider draft resolution 1-1. Are there any points or motions on the floor at this time? Japan, to what point do you rise?
Thank you, Chair. Japan moves to divide out operative clause 3 from draft resolution 1-1.
Thank you, Delegate. That motion is in order at this time. Delegates, this is a motion that requires a procedural vote with 2 speakers for and 2 speakers against. Japan, since you made the motion, would you like to speak in favor?
Yes.
Are there any others in favor? Venezuela. And 2 speakers against. Spain and New Zealand. Japan, you have the floor for 15 seconds.
Thank you, Chair. This clause is so important and is so comprehensive. It really shines on its own and should be separated out so that others, when they see this resolution, can see how important it is.
Thank you, Delegate. Spain, you have the floor for 15 seconds.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Operative Clause 3 is a very strong clause and it is extremely important and vital to draft Resolution 1-1. We should not separate the two and leave it as is. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Delegate. Venezuela, you have
Thank
the floor.
you, Honorable Chair. This clause is extremely important to stand alone. It covers a lot of information, and standing on its own is better than including it in the current draft resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. And New Zealand, you have the floor for 15 seconds.
Thank you, Chair. I really want to reiterate what my colleague Spain said, that it really just is not strong enough to stand on its own and it needs to be left in. Thank you.
All right, we will now vote on this motion to divide out operative clause 3 from draft resolution 1-1. This is a procedural vote that requires a simple majority. All in favor of dividing out operative clause 3, please raise your placards at this time. All opposed? Duly noted, this motion passes.
If the motion fails, then the draft resolution will remain in its original form. If the motion passes, the operative clause or clauses will be removed from the draft resolution and put to a separate substantive vote to decide if the divided operative clauses will become an annex to the draft resolution or if it will be removed permanently from the document.
Operative clause 3 has been divided out of draft resolution 1-1. We will now enter a substantive vote, which also requires a simple majority. If this motion passes, then operative clause 3 and the original preambulatory clauses will become an annex to draft resolution 1-1. If this motion fails, then operative clause 3 will no longer be a part of this draft resolution. All those in favor, please raise your placards at this time. All opposed? This motion passes, and operative clause 3 and the original preambulatory clauses are now an annex to draft resolution 1-1.